Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We'll just give it a few more minutes so that we can allow for other participants to enter the room, and we'll start the closing ceremony soon. Once again, for those just joining us, we'll just give it a few more minutes so that other folks have the opportunity to join the room, and we'll get started. I see a few people still coming in, so maybe a few more minutes. All right, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and get started. I see a couple of people still coming in, but it's getting a little late for everyone, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Well, first of all, welcome back. Thank you all for joining us. Once again, thank you all really for joining us for the 2022 I-10 seminar. That we're calling Quality Teacher, Quality Future, because we truly believe that um, a quality future for a region and for the world really starts with quality teachers, because we truly believe that teachers are the real influencers, the original influencers. I think other than family, teachers have the most impact in um, in every person's life, quite quite literally for those who have the opportunity to get an education, because we have to remember that unfortunately we still live in a world that not every child or person has access to education, which is something that we also hope to change very soon. But again, I think we need to take a moment. I did this exercise very recently, and it was so revealing and heartwarming for me, and which was looking back in my life and thinking of all the teachers who made a mark in my life, who are the teachers that stand out in my memory, and how those teachers impacted my life, my career, and it was truly incredible to remember how each teacher had a a unique impact in my life. The sorts of, the types of subject matters that I enjoyed the most, that I was most interested in, subject matters that I did not care for, but had an amazing teacher that developed and inspired me to want to pursue further, learn more about. Um, Again, teachers who believed in me at times that I didn't believe in myself, that made such a big difference in my pursuit of my education. So I would like to take a moment to acknowledge that, for us all to do that reflection, because I think, especially as teachers, as educators, being in the day to day of our work, and the frustrations, the um, just we get caught up in the everyday minutia of things, and sometimes it's helpful to take a step back and reflect on these things, on how who was the teacher in your life that influenced you the most? Maybe you had a teacher that inspired you to become a teacher. Maybe you had a teacher who inspired you to, follow a certain career, and how that impacted your life, and then how you would like to impact your students. And um, so I think that's, at least for me, that was a very enlightening and delightful exercise to engage in, and just realizing the importance that teachers in general, but these specific teachers, had in my life. Um, it it made me value the profession all that much more, which I already did, because again, my mother is a teacher, and she was my teacher from kindergarten through the sixth grade. So I know, in a rural area of Brazil, so I'm very much aware the um, of the challenges, which are many, of being a teacher. And I say that, and I truly believe that, in order to be a teacher, in order to be an educator, you have to have a level of passion and a level of dedication that is probably more so than in any other profession, because it's it has a lot of challenges. Being a teacher has a lot of challenges, but we'd like to focus on the fact that it's also probably one of the most rewarding professions, because you literally have the ability to change the course of an entire community, an entire society, because of the impact, because of the individual impact that you have in every single student. So you have a multiplier impact effect that is so unique to your profession, that it just it for me, it truly is the most, it is the most important profession in society, because without teachers, we wouldn't have scientists that would find a cure for COVID. Without teachers, we wouldn't have doctors. Without teachers, we wouldn't have lawyers, and all of the, we wouldn't have presidents. All of these professions that we think of as so important, that we reward so much, both financially and in terms of status, they wouldn't be there if it weren't for the work, the tireless work that every single one of you do. And so I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on that, to thank you for that. Thank you all for choosing this profession, for putting all of the love and effort and work that you do towards creating a better future for our world, because you really do. You really have the ability and the power to impact the future of our society. So that's why our motto is quality teacher, quality future. Um, with that, I mean, a great proof of that is the fact that you are all here in Washington, D.C. It's 8 o'clock at night. I'm not sure how late it is where you are, but you've probably had a full day's work and you're still here because you value your professional growth. You want to improve your practice so that you can have um, a better and more positive impact on your students. And that is really important, and we're very grateful for that work. So thank you all for being here. Um, I hope that you got a lot out of this event. It's one event. Please know that we have many, and we would love to have continue to have as many of you engaged as possible. Please invite others, invite your peers, spread the word. We are a network. So without you, there's no I-10. And we are so extremely grateful for you being a member of our community, for the work that you do, for the work that you've done with us, and all of the knowledge you've helped generate. I, just continuously blown away by, for example, the results of the presentations about the thematic work that was done on policies, programs, and practices in STEM teacher education. The that was a product of all of the combined products that each teacher, each institution generated throughout the past 3 years with I-10, which was incredibly rich. And what we tried to do was to, like Pilar said, not have it just go on a shelf, but be analyzed and be and find out what's working. Sometimes finding out what's not working is as important as finding out what is working. So I hope you were able to get a lot of value out of those presentations. I want to personally thank every member of every one of those thematic teams. I know how hard you worked on those activities. I know how dedicated you were towards that work. Again, acknowledging the fact that you're doing all that from your personal time when you already have a really heavy workload. So thank you all so much. I hope it was valuable to you as it was as valuable to you as it was to us. We want to honor that work by publishing it, by putting it into formal format that we can share widely with the community, that we can share widely with the ministries of education. So keep an eye out for that. And last but not least, I want to thank the I-10 team. We've worked really hard to put this event together. The team has worked extremely hard. I want to thank you all so much, Pilar. I know how hard you've worked with the project teams, the thematic teams, just a fantastic job leading the teams and creating this incredible body of work that will certainly add so much to the academic community, to the policy community, to the teachers. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication, not just towards that, but doing so many other activities to help our teachers and excuse me, the personal attention that you've given each teacher. It's been incredible to see, and I'm sure extremely valuable for those teachers receiving that attention and your knowledge and your experience. So thank you very much. Unfortunately, Natalia, please excuse me, I'm just getting over COVID. And Natalia for she coordinated so much of the logistics of everything that you're saying that you're able to see here today. Unfortunately, she's in Kenya, so it's really late for her, and she has 2 small children. So, but I want her to know that we're extremely grateful for all of her work. Yolanda, who's our graphics designer, who's also not able to be here tonight, but she's done an incredible job with all of the aesthetics of tonight, the event, but also the work that we're putting together to share with all of you. So want to thank her for her work. Andrea is the newest and youngest member of our team. Can't thank you enough. Your work ethic, the amount of work you've put into this at such short notice, and just always being there and available and ready to get done whatever needs to get done has been invaluable for the team. So really want to express my profound gratitude to you and every single member of our team, because you've worked very, very hard to put this event that is, I think was a big success, and I hope everybody got a lot out of it. And Moment and the VFairs platform, who's also, Moment has been our project manager working with us, and he's worked around the clock to put this together within a week. So thank you, Moment, as well. Thank you to the VFairs team. And yeah, with that, I want to hand it over to Pilar for a few words, and also Andrea. Andrea has some really important information about about what comes next. So I highly encourage you to stay through the end, because you want to hear what comes next, because it's of a great value. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Pilar. And once again, thank you. Oh, thank you for, I'm sorry. Thank you to our interpreters as well. You guys have done a fantastic job, oftentimes going again above and beyond the established times. And we know it's exhausting. So thank you a lot for being here and for doing the work that you're doing. Thank you, Pilar.
Muchas gracias, Pati. Pues también aquí agradecerte todo el apoyo, la dirección y pues todo tu trabajo entusiasta para poder conducir las ideas, y pues siempre es una labor muy importante, ¿no? Nosotros somos pues la fuerza, digamos, de trabajo, pero siempre estamos aquí en este equipo, y muchas gracias por tu guía en este tiempo que nos has acompañado. Y bueno, pues a todos los que nos acompañan, el día de hoy les queremos agradecer su asistencia, especialmente a aquellos que nos colaboraron con su trabajo a través de los carteles. Son unos trabajos muy bonitos. Les quiero contar que se hizo una selección, fueron enviados algunos proyectos y pues bueno, se seleccionaron aquellos que cumplían con las características, que fueron la influencia, la identificación de recursos, algunas experiencias y sus reportes que han trabajado con estudiantes y con profesores, y justamente porque lo que queremos es que poco a poco se vayan viendo cómo están trabajando otros profesores, porque eso nos sirve como inspiración. A veces pensamos que las cosas son más difíciles de lo que son, a veces lo son, pero el ver que otras personas están logrando cosas, pues nos va motivando. Entonces agradecemos a todos nuestros ponentes que compartieron, a los 72 trabajos que compartieron sus experiencias con nosotros. Muchísimas gracias. Y especialmente un agradecimiento a los miembros de los equipos temáticos. Como ya contamos en las sesiones, tuvimos 6 equipos de trabajo, 3 equipos en español, 3 equipos en inglés, Y pues todas estas discusiones y experiencias nos han dejado un conocimiento increíble de nosotros mismos, pero también pues de la profesión docente en STEM. Entonces estamos trabajando en un reporte, el cual vamos a compartir con ustedes, yo creo que a finales de diciembre. Va a ser un pequeño librito donde van a estar todas estas reflexiones desde cómo iniciar una clase en STEM, cómo hacer este trabajo colaborativo y sobre todo los resultados de las valoraciones. Y por ejemplo, las rúbricas que hicimos pues son una guía para nuestro trabajo docente. Y esperamos que nos puedan contribuir con sus opiniones para poder mejorar y fortalecer pues estas actividades. Entonces, equipos temáticos, colegas, compañeros y ahora amigos, pues les mando un abrazo y un fuerte agradecimiento a nombre de la RIED y pues muy especialmente por haberme aceptado conduciendo este maravilloso trabajo. Muchísimas gracias y todos ustedes que nos acompañan, pues esperamos que se pongan en acción, que pongan sus manos a la obra y que se atrevan a trabajar en STEM y veremos que poco a poco, en pocos tiempo, pues vamos a estar viendo este fruto y sobre todo a todos los que contribuyeron con sus proyectos en estos 3 años, los Teacher Fellows, los miembros de los equipos de proyecto. Bueno, un agradecimiento a Rebeca y a Alison, que no están en este momento, pero que ellas también fortalecieron este trabajo, y pues nuestro más cordial agradecimiento a los miembros de los equipos y todo la conforman en la red. Y por favor, inscríbanse a la comunidad RIED, para que podamos incrementar y se sumen a estos más de 30,000 docentes que estamos cambiando la educación en América. Muchísimas gracias.
Hola a todos, buenas noches. Yo también quisiera agradecer primero a ustedes por asistir al evento, por toda su participación y también al equipo. Gracias, Patricia, por tu liderazgo, por tu guía, y Pilar por tu conocimiento y tu disposición constante. Y ahora quisiera agradecer también a nuestros presentadores de los talleres por compartir todos los temas interesantes que nos han compartido, los recursos prácticos que se pueden aplicar en el aula. Estamos muy felices de contar con expertos que entienden el contexto único que tenemos aquí en la región, que reconocen todos los desafíos que aún nos quedan en educación y en educación docente, y que saben que esos desafíos son oportunidades para innovar, para buscar mejores prácticas y para aprovechar todo lo que tenemos aquí en nuestra región. Entonces, muchísimas gracias por los talleres, han salido excelentes. Y en cuanto a los siguientes pasos, primero que nada quisiera anunciarles que la plataforma va a seguir abierta por los próximos 30 días. Ahí van a tener acceso a todos los espacios que tenemos, como el Salón de las Américas y la Sala de Carteles. Entonces, si se perdieron de algo, van a poder seguir visitando estos espacios, descargando los recursos y descargando las grabaciones. Y además, lo más importante es que van a poder seguir teniendo acceso a la sala de networking, porque como ustedes saben, somos la Red Interamericana de Educación Docente, entonces uno de nuestros fuertes es ser una red. Eso es lo más valioso que se pueden llevar, las conexiones que van a tener con los colegas que han conocido aquí, que van mucho más allá del seminario y que tienen la posibilidad para formar colaboraciones futuras. Entonces eso, 30 días más. Y en cuanto a los certificados, les vamos a enviar un correo con las instrucciones sobre cómo obtener su certificado en los próximos días. Entonces estén atentos al correo con el que se han registrado en este seminario y ahí les vamos a enviar las instrucciones. Y finalmente quisiéramos anunciar a la ganadora de nuestro concurso de fotos, de nuestro photo booth. Nuestra ganadora es Ana Elisa Brasi, que tiene una foto, un GIF muy interesante que dice "Produce scientific knowledge like a girl". Entonces, un
Andrea,
aplauso para ella.
do you mind
Ah,
sharing your screen? Maybe I'll share my
yeah, of
screen. Hold on.
course.
Or you can do
¡Bravo!
it so that we
I
can
can do it.
see the panel. So cool for everyone taking their pictures. If you haven't yet, go ahead and still do it. There's 30 days. Just, we love seeing that wall of pictures and gifts. And yeah, please take a moment to do that. It's very, very nice to see all of your faces. And just, yes, to complement what Andrea just said, and what Pilar just said, the networking The lounge also has access to, from there you can join our virtual community. You can access all of I-10's resources through that lounge. So again, we highly recommend that you check that out. On the I-10 booth, you can see we've created country briefs where we have essentially created reports by country of what I-10 has done within that country, the institutions that have worked with I-10 from those countries, the number of teachers impacted, and then some feature stories that you can read and from, see about your own country, what has been doing and what has been going on, but also check out other countries to see what they're doing and find out, if there are things that you can collaborate on. So please make sure to check out those two areas in addition to all of the other areas. But I just wanted to highlight the I-10 resources that you can find in the platform. Sorry, Andrea, please go ahead.
No, yes, I also encourage you to go to the lounge and to find all of our resources there and to join our virtual community. And now I have here the winning gift. Can you see it? Bueno, esta es
Yes.
nuestra foto ganadora, Producing Scientific Knowledge Like a Girl. Aplaudimos mucho el espíritu porque uno de nuestros enfoques y de nuestras metas es incentivar la equidad de género en STEM y también en los otros ámbitos de la educación. Así que felicidades y estaremos enviando las instrucciones sobre el premio a su correo en los próximos días.
And the certificates.
And the certificates too. Y estaremos enviando a la ganadora las instrucciones sobre su premio y a todos los asistentes las instrucciones sobre cómo obtener su certificado.
Perfect, Andrea. Thank you so much for wrapping that up. Thank you again, everyone, for participating and not just attending, for actively participating. That means the world to us. It contributes a lot to the community. Again, stay tuned for our communications. We'll be sending you emails with instructions for certificates, with additional resources. And once again, the best way to know about everything that's going on at I-10, about future opportunities, about events, is by joining the virtual community, because that's the easiest way for us to communicate with everyone at the same time. With that being said, always feel free to reach out to any of us. We're here for you. We're here to support you. I-10 exists because of you, and we're here to serve you. So never hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you so much. Just one final request. If you have access to your Ministry of Education offices and officers, talk to them about us. Grab your country briefs and share them with your contacts. It makes a big difference for I-10. We're part of the OAS, but we are funded by donors. So we are constantly looking for funding in order for us to continue to do the work that we do, to continue to provide this space, this platform for you to connect and do this great work, for us to be able to provide professional development opportunity for teachers. And the more your ministries of education are aware of I-10 and the work that we're doing in your countries, the more that gets communicated to the OAS, and the better the chances we have for getting additional funding so that we can continue to do what we do. So we ask for your support in that as well. If you have access to your policymakers and ministers of education, please do share with them the work that you're doing as part of I-10 and ask for their support as well of their work. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful evening, and we very much look forward to staying in contact with you and expanding our collaboration ever further in the coming months and coming years. Thank you all so much. Have a great night.